Brick is depressed by what he glimpses through the bulletproof glass. Vast, colourless malls, urban decay and security zones. The opposing poles of squalor and opulence dominate everything. Brick is beginning to understand this polarity as a kind of national characteristic. He falls asleep against the window when he wakes there past Pretoria and moving through the veldt. The rover traces thin dirt roads between parched grass and barbed wire. Alex sleeps with her head on Brick's lap, her feet on cruisers. The director is idly toying with one of her toes. He appears distracted, staring out the window. The light shines headache gold against the windscreen dust. It makes Brick squint. Takes a swig of warm, bottled water. How long? Brick asks. Hour and a half, I reckon. Cruiser replies. Did she sell you a screenplay? She tried. Cute. Very. What else do you talk about? How in love with Africa she is. Of course, Brick comments sarcastically, eyeing the barren slopes of sun-dead grass. I told her she should get a job at this place we're going, Cruiser says. They want cute girls to handle the cubs. Aren't you supposed to leave the wild animals alone? Brick replies. Of course. That's how you test whether it's a sanctuary or a canned hunting place. On a real conservation farm, you don't get near the lions. Here they overbreed the females. Take the cubs away, get them used to humans, show them who's boss. Why? So tourists like us can go on wilderness walks with friendly lions, play with cute cubs that have been hand-reared by cute girls. Of course, when the cubs are old enough, people like us jet in, pay a couple of grand to shoot them, hang their heads in our kitchens, and this is legal? Sure. Sometimes farmers will spin some yarn about the dead lion feeding the tribe, give it all a moral edge, like these people eat lions every day. That's bad writing, let me tell you. Why are we here? What is all of this, man? Brick asks. Are you kidding? This is show business. Sunset is as primordial as it gets. The light turns crimson, vibrates against a mesh of pure black silhouettes, unlimbered of the weight of the sun. The air comes to life. Brick gazes into the rich skyline and really is something, he thinks to himself. Distant smell of roasting meat comes to him like a memory. He's been vegan for so long. Alex convinces him to share a cold beer. In the end, he doesn't regret it, even though he's trying to stop. It really makes the moment. The chalet is thatched, the walls are mud, everything is luxuriously modern. She spots the floor tub and starts filling it. He stands on the veranda naked, facing the night, and now that he's here, the raw energy hits him in the gut. The ancient darkness is vivid with sound. Look at you, Mr. Iconic. She calls from the hot, frothy water. He turns flattered. You can't see yourself, can you? She sings gaily, like a statue. He wanders back in. You're pretty statuesque yourself. I guess. Maybe you're not a statue. Maybe you're an idol, like in a temple. Hey, let's Africanize me just because we're in Africa. I was thinking more Greek. You have that heroic thing. Africans don't. You know what I mean? I'm just kidding, you chuckle. He turns and sits. Cruiser mentions lion situation. Her eyes light up. You'll do it? You'll kill one? You'd like that? He asks, perplexed. Sure, it's sexy now, boss. St. George. It's barbarism, he says. It's sexy. Hemingway. Couldn't. Scared? I don't believe in killing. You don't have to believe in it. But you would have to do it. He considers for a moment. I don't believe I would. Even if your life depends on it, I guess. I wouldn't like it though. It would be automatic. Being an American born and bred, it was in my bones to kill, she parrots. Luke Reinhardt, he says. Yes, Dice Man. You read? Sure. My kid doesn't read, he says. You're always bringing him up. I remind you of him. Similar age. Peter. Thought it was heroic, he laughs. Heroes have dark sides. Why? A hero must kill. Nonsense. Technically. Anyway, I'm not a hero. I'm not a real hero, he says. I'm just a stand-in for myself. Do it for me, she says. What? Shoot this lion. Forget it. It'll be good for your work. I doubt that. Delaney thinks so. No, I will love you a long time, she sings. And you won't if I don't. Maybe I will love someone else long time. Cruiser, why not? You find him attractive. I like younger guys, let's be honest. but you're famous. You have this hot old guy thing. Hot old guy, great. And Delaney is fun, crazy, old, ugly, I guess. But I mean, who cares when you're crazy? I'll show you crazy. Show me. You would seriously get turned on by me killing a lion. Look where the fuck we are. Look at this wonderful place. Look at you. It's the perfect thing to do here. Slay the beast. It's so primal. This is not a movie, he says. Well, it sure looks like one. Brick wakes before dawn. Goes out, breathes the chill air. He's craving another beer. Settles for bottled water. Within an hour, they're all awake. Packed into an oversized Camerton Rover. A big red-skinned farmer called Westhazen joins them. He appears to be in charge. One of his rangers drives. Westhazen sells the resort. As they traverse a narrow track, he's friendly, but his eyes are blank. Talks about how guests can pet cubs, go for walks with friendly lions, everything Cruiser talked about earlier. Lumenstein, the movie producer, is courteous, friendly. His soldier friends observe quietly. Brick is sure that they're ex-IDF. They carry heavy .303 rifles. Cruiser does as well. Brick had refused the weapon allocated to him. After a while, the conversation deadens. The landscape has somehow managed to become even more desolate. One or two trees break the slopes, otherwise the area is featureless. Out of nowhere, they reach a high-security fence. It is manned by another khaki ranger. Like the driver, this man is local. Both appear permanently unimpressed. The ranger allows them through. Brick glances back, sees him securing the gate firmly behind them. Hard to believe this is all legal, he announces. Westhazen regards him with that expression. Lumenstein manages a cryptic smile. This place is called Aluta. Brick asks Westhazen, yes. What does that mean? The struggle continues. You've got to be kidding, Brick mutters. A semi-transparent cube appears in the emptiness. As they draw closer, it resolves into a large cage. A pair of lions suckle weakly within. The animals are shackled at the neck to a concrete post. The driver parks nearby and they exit the vehicle. Alex dances right over the cage, filming the lions on her phone. No cameras! Westhazen calls out abruptly. Chastised, Alex replaces her phone. Brick corners the driver while everyone is drifting onto the animals. What happens to the lions afterwards, he asks. The man gives a large, dead-eyed smile. My village is starving, he chuckles. You kind visitors will give us plenty to eat. You're in disgrace, Brick mutters. Turning away, he passes the younger IDF man, who is heading back to the car. The ex-IDF man. Brick watches him raise his rifle to the driver's head. Quietly he disarms the confused ranger. Brick turns in time to see the soldier's partner striking Westhazen across the face. Farmer's head turns, but the big man doesn't fall. When Brick reaches the group, Westhazen is looking grimly down the barrel of the rifle. Some blood spills down his craggy jaw. Cruiser has his arms around Alex. He is being protected. The girl seems invigorated by the turn of events. Lumenstein takes Brick aside. What's going on here, Shane? My friends, they were with an independent anti-poaching unit. Lumenstein explains. You work with these guys? Kind of. Westhazen is involved in a poaching operation. They're running out of the farm. We've had our eye on the lion situation for a while, of course, but we haven't any leverage until now. That's why we're here? Brick asks, confused. We needed access, Lumenstein explains. High-profile movie people are all access. I mean, everybody knows Brick Bryson. I see. You didn't think we were really going to shoot? No, of course not. They hear a dull thud. Turning, Brick sees Westhazen go down on one knee, spits out a tooth. The driver looks panicky, but no one is threatening him. What's going to happen? Brick asks. We'll close this place down. Lumenstein says the law might not follow up on our evidence, so we want them to know that we have other means of applying pressure. Violence? I'm against violence. Lumenstein smiles politely. Behind him, his colleagues manage to break one of the farmer's wrists. The lions watch, unimpressed. When they get back, Alex disappears with Cruiser. Brick quietly packs his things. He pays one of the tour guide operators to take him back to Johannesburg. He's back in his hotel suite in Cape Town before the others even realize that he's gone.